It most certainly is not Wednesday still. Good morning! We are about in beautiful Grand Caymans. We're getting ready, got our bathing suits on because we're going snorkeling again today. But we're getting ready to go eat some breakfast so we can be fueled for the day. Good stuff. I'm hungry. Hello! Welcome to the beautiful Cayman Islands. Grand Caymans is where we're at. Georgetown, Grand Caymans is where we're at. And there's two other ships here. A Carnival and I don't know what that other one is. Don't know. But yeah, here we are. Getting ready to meet up with our group to go on our shore excursion.
Okay, so I heard yes and I heard no. Yeah. Well, if it's your first visit to the island, let me be the first to say, welcome to Cuba, guys. Now, if it's your second, third, or more visit to the island, welcome back to Cuba. Now, your driver today is Mr. Bess. And we are presently located in downtown Georgetown. This is the capital of Grand Cayman. Now you guys should know that you will be visiting the Cayman Islands Turtle Farm today. That's where you will be given the opportunity to view turtles weighing as much as 600 pounds. Now the oldest turtle there is believed to be around 65 to 70 years old. And her name is Sparky. Now, after visiting the Cayman Islands Turtle Farm, you will be going to hell. But no need to worry because I'm not going to leave you there. But the good part of it is when you're finished visiting hell and you get back home, if anybody should tell you to go to hell, you can afford to tell them, I've been there and done that. Now, we have like 15 minutes drive. Now we have like 15 minutes drive before reaching to our first stop. So I'm going to start you guys off with a slight sightseeing tour, just so you can know a little bit more about the island. Is that okay? Yes. Alright. Now on our way to the Turtle Farm, we will be traveling through the 7 Mile Beach Road, and it's also known as the West Bay Public Road. Here is where most of the hotels and condos are situated. Now, if you guys take a look across to your left, you will notice the local fish pond. Now, here is where locals and tourists can come, get their fresh catch, take it over to the hammerheads, which is just next door, and get it prepared in any local dish they wish to have it in. So you buy your fish there, you come here, and they prepare it for you. The next restaurant that I will be pointing out to you guys, you should be familiar with this one. It's coming up shortly to your left. Earlier, that 7 Mile Beach Road is where most of the hotels and condos are situated. So, the first set of hotels and condos that you will be viewing, they are very unique. They carry 1 bedroom, no bathroom, no kitchen, no sort of utility, no room service, and they're located on the beach side. So, coming up shortly to your left, you will notice some of our most beautiful 1 bedroom underground hotels and condos. Now if you guys take a look coming up to your right, you will notice the best restaurant on the Cayman Islands, which is KFC. Now, most people know KFC as Kentucky Fried Chicken. But here in the Cayman Islands, and most of the Caribbean, it's keep from cooking. Now if you take a look coming up shortly to your left, you have the Captain's Bakery and Grill. Just next to Captain's, it's the resident hall for the students of the St. Patrick's Medical University. It's the only medical university on Grand Cayman. Now you notice to your left right there, we just passed the World Gym. And just walking distance from the World Gym, it's Papa John's. And traveling through Grand Cayman, you will notice we have a lot of these roundabouts and giveaways. The reason for that, there is only 6 to be exact. 6 traffic lights on Grand Cayman. So you have 6 traffic lights and over 14 roundabouts. And at each and every one of these roundabout and giveaways, there is a broken white line. It means the first person that reached that white line, they have the right of way. Now, if it's in a case in which 2 people at the white line at the same time, that's when the giveaway comes into play. Because you only give away to your right. The building coming up to your left, this is the oldest hotel on Grand Cayman, commonly called the Beach Suites. It was constructed back in 1963 and still in operation today. The building across to your right is known as the Grand Pavilion. There is where Queen Elizabeth II stopped on her first visit back in 1983. Princess Alexandra, she stopped there on her first visit back in 1988. This is the largest and most expensive 5-star hotel on Grand Cayman, the Ritz-Carlton. Locals refer to it as the Rich-Carlton. Simply because one standard room in the high season, it starts at $600 US per night, and it can climb up to $1,500 US per night. That's on your right-hand side. The rooms on your left, which is to the beach side, it goes at around $20,000 per night. Now, the Ritz-Carlton, they have over 1,300 employees made up of 56 nationalities. And they also have their own 9-hole golf course, which is exclusively for the guests of the hotel. Walking distance away from the Ritz-Carlton, across the your left, they have the Westin. And the Westin is located just next door to the governor's residence. So if you take a quick look coming up to your left, this right here, this is the governor's residence. Now the governor's residence, it was constructed back in 1962 to replace the old governor's house, which was located in downtown Georgetown. Across from the governor's residence, you have the governor's square. Just next to the governor's residence is the governor's beach. Now the present governor of the Cayman Islands is Miss Ellen Kilpatrick. She was appointed by the Queen of England to represent her here because the Cayman Islands is a British overseas territory. Now she's in office for 4 years. If it's in a case in which the people of the Cayman Islands appreciate the job that she's doing, at the ending of that 4 years, she can apply for 1 more year. If we agree to that, she can spend 5 years in office. In case you're wondering if we have our own local government, yes, we do have our own local government, and the head of the local government is Mr. Alden McLaughlin, the Premier. He was elected by the people of the Cayman Islands. He served a term of 4 years also. Coming up shortly to your left, this is the public beach. It might be better known to you guys as the 7 Mile Beach. There is where locals and tourists get together on weekends and have picnics and other activities. The beach, it's mainly used by our cruise ship passengers during the day for diving and snorkeling. So beautiful sea surrounding the Cayman Islands. Most of the days the water temperature is at 82 degrees. Now, this right here, this is the second cemetery that we're actually passing along the beach area. Now, most of the cemeteries throughout Grand Cayman, they're located along the beach area. The reason for that, the beach area is the only part of the island where you can dig below 6 feet and you will not touch spring or water. Anywhere other than the beach area, if you go as far as 4 feet, you will touch spring. So that's the main reason why most of the cemeteries are located along the beach area. And it's the reason why, if you guys notice also, we don't have much high buildings on island. The coldest ever experienced, 64 degrees. The hottest, 140 degrees. Now this what you guys are about to see here isn't really a part of the tour, but I just think it's a beautiful sight for you guys to see. Now, it's my opinion that it's a beautiful sight. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yeah, to me, it's the most beautiful part of the 7 Mile Beach. But in reality, it's the most dangerous part of the 7 Mile Beach.
Why?
I guess you're asking yourself why. The reason why this is the most, or here is the most dangerous part of the 7 Mile Beach, there is a sudden drop that goes like 50 to 55 feet down at this particular point. Our first stop today is going to be in Hell. The reason why I give you the first stop in Hell, because when you stop in Hell for 25 minutes to half an hour, you get more time on the third form. So that's why I'm giving you the first stop in Hell today. Now, if you guys have your passport, in which I hope you have your passport, do you guys have your passport?
No.
But then you can't go to Hell. You need your passport to go to Hell. Just playing. If you don't have your passport, you just can't get your passport stamped. If you have your passport, you can get your passport stamped here. Now, if you don't have your passport, you can purchase postcards and you can get the postcard stamped also. You can either mail them to any loved ones or friends, or you can keep them for yourself. Now, you can get all of that done at the gift shop. Now, a question that is being often asked is, why they call the place Hell? Well, the reason why they call the place Hell is because of some very unusual looking rocks. Most people, when they look at the rocks for the first time, they think it's volcano rocks. But it's not volcano rocks, they're natural limestones. Now those rocks, they carry 3 names. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about those rocks as you exit. When you exit the bus, I'm going to take you guys to the back of the building where those stones are located, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about those rocks. Okay guys, now we're in Hell. I'm going to ask you guys one favor. The reason why I give you to stop here is because you can get everything done under the one roof. I'm going to ask you to please don't go over to the other side, because most of the time when people go over to the other side, they end up getting on the wrong bus, or they end up getting left in Hell.
Hey Sarah, welcome to Hell. This is Hell.
It's natural limestone. Wow. Like it's in a swamp.
Is because back in the days they used to burn dead here. Just in case you receive that information, I'm sorry to say, but it's not true. The only reason why these rocks have that color is simply because of the change of weather. Sometimes we have rain, sometimes we have sun. I'm being to the fact that
So here they've got a gift shop too, and this is one of the big sayings is
Mom,
to hell and back. So, yep. We got all kinds of postcards and stickers and pins and all kinds of magnets and stuff like that, and t-shirts. And that is where we are going to end part 1 of this day. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next part.